Welcome to Lords of the Rim, where we relive the games that turned NBA stars into icons. Tonight, we're diving into a battle that set the league on fire. May 19, 2004, Minneapolis. A 7-foot warrior drops 26 points, snatches 25 rebounds, and wills his team to a Game 7 upset. This is the night Kevin Garnett became a legend. Kevin Garnett was Minnesota's centerpiece. Drafted straight out of high school in 1995, KG became the Timberwolves' heartbeat, a 7-foot freak who could dunk, shoot, pass, and defend. By 2004, he was the NBA's MVP, averaging 24.2 points, 13.9 rebounds, and 5 assists, carrying a small market team to 58 wins. His journey wasn't easy. For 8 straight seasons, Minnesota suffered first-round playoff exits. Critics questioned if KG could lead a team deep into the postseason despite his individual brilliance. He played with ferocious intensity, trash-talked relentlessly, and lived for the biggest moments. In 1997, KG signed what was then the richest contract in sports history, a 6-year, $126 million deal that shocked the NBA and eventually led to a lockout and new salary restrictions. The contract wasn't just about money. It represented Minnesota's all-in commitment to a 21-year-old who'd become the franchise cornerstone. That massive deal created equally massive expectations. Could KG deliver championship-level results to justify the investment? Critics pointed to the contract whenever the Wolves fell short in the playoffs. The 2004 playoffs were KG's moment. After crushing Denver in round 1, the Wolves faced the Sacramento Kings. The Kings had been a Western Conference powerhouse for years. Their high-scoring offense featuring Weber's passing and Stojakovic's shooting had made them title contenders. They were experienced, deep, and hungry to avenge their controversial 2002 Western Conference Finals loss to the Lakers. The 2004 Western Conference was a murderer's row of talent. Even getting out of the second round in this conference was a monumental achievement. But this is KG's fight. The Wolves' high-flying defense and KG's two-way game are their edge. Fans are waving Howl towels, chanting KG. Minnesota's never been this close to the conference finals, and the stage is set. Now, let's relive the night. Kevin Garnett became a legend. KG sets the tone early, slamming a putback dunk. Target center loses it. His energy is infectious. Teammates feed off it, the crowd wants more of it. He's everywhere, grabbing boards, swatting shots, and hitting 18-footers with that silky touch. In the first quarter, he's got 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks, keeping the Wolves up 22-18. With 2:15 left in the half, KG blocks Weber's dunk attempt, sprints the floor, and finishes with a finger roll that has the target center trembling. It's halftime. KG's at 14 points, 12 rebounds, and Minnesota leads by 6. Reporters and analysts are buzzing. KG's a one-man army. In the third quarter, Sacramento ties it at 53 with a 9-2 run. The Kings' offense is finding its rhythm, exactly what Minnesota feared. But KG reestablishes his dominance in the paint, snatching 3 offensive boards and dishing to Wally Szczerbiak for a jumper. When Doug Christie starts heating up for the Kings with back-to-back threes, KG responds with a thunderous alley-oop from Fred Hoiberg. The crowd noise reaches 110 decibels, jet engine levels. The fourth and final quarter is a KG masterpiece. With the game within 3 at 68-65, he throws down a monster dunk over Weber, then stones Bibby with a block that sends the crowd into a frenzy. His intensity reaches another level, chest-pounding, screaming, willing his team forward. With 4:50 left, KG hits a crucial 15-footer to push the lead to 7. The Kings try to isolate Weber on him, but KG's defense is impenetrable. With just over a minute left and the Wolves up 3, KG grabs his 22nd rebound, gets fouled, and calmly hits both free throws, icy as ever. As the clock winds down, he secures his 25th rebound, a Timberwolves playoff record. Final score: Wolves 83, Kings 80. KG finishes with 26 points, 25 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 blocks on 10 out of 20 shooting. This wasn't just a win, it was a Timberwolves miracle. KG's 26 points and 25 rebounds sent target center into a frenzy. Bars spilled into the streets, number 21 jerseys were everywhere, and Timberwolves' pride hit fever pitch. Early internet forums and reporters crowned KG Minnesota's king. Fans called it the greatest Wolves game ever. The significance went beyond basketball. Minnesota had long been in the shadow of the Vikings and Twins. The Timberwolves were an expansion franchise that had never experienced real playoff success. KG's performance legitimized basketball in the land of 10,000 lakes. His emotional post-game interview became iconic. His authentic connection with the city was undeniable. A superstar who embraced a small market when others chased bigger stages. The press conference became legendary when a reporter asked if this validated his contract, and KG responded, "Man, forget the money. This is about heart. This is about a city that believed in me when I was a skinny 19-year-old kid." That quote encapsulated everything KG stood for. For the NBA, KG was a force. His intensity, versatility, and loyalty to a small market was inspirational. For Minnesota, he was a hero who put the state on the basketball map. In the series, he averaged 24.3 points and 14.7 rebounds, outdueling Weber. May 19, 2004 wasn't just a career night. It was the night Kevin Garnett became a legend, proving he could carry a city's dreams. NBA historians now rank this performance among the all-time great Game 7 showings. ESPN's Zach Lowe called it one of the 5 most complete Game 7 performances in NBA history. Bill Simmons included it in his Book of Basketball as a defining playoff moment, writing that it showed what happens when raw talent meets absolute will. NBA.com ranked it among the top 10 individual playoff performances of the 2000s. What makes this game stand out historically isn't just the stats, it's the context. KG silenced every critic who said he couldn't carry a team in the playoffs. He outperformed a future Hall of Famer and Chris Webber on both ends of the floor. When you consider the era, post-hand-checking but pre-spacing revolution, KG's performance looks even more impressive by modern analytics. His game score of 34.8 ranks in the 98th percentile of all playoff performances since 2000. Former NBA coach and analyst Jeff Van Gundy later said, "That was the night KG showed the world what basketball purists already knew. He was the most complete power forward of his generation." It was vindication for a player who had faced criticism about whether his individual brilliance could translate to team success. The Wolves would fall to the Lakers in the next round, but KG's journey led to a 2008 title with Boston. In Minnesota, this game remains sacred, the night their franchise player reached basketball nirvana. When his jersey was retired in 2022 in Boston, the highlight package prominently featured this performance, a reminder of when the big ticket delivered on every promise he'd made. May 19, 2004 lives on as the night Kevin Garnett became Minnesota's eternal hero. KG didn't just win a game, he built a legacy that's forever legendary.